for another edition of NBA Basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. Last game for the Nets, a loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee. It's Thompson off the drive. So, GA Coach Charles Lee of the Hornets, spending a decade as an NBA assistant coach. He has really paid his dues.
Yeah, 4 years with the Hawks, 5 in Milwaukee, part of that title team. 1 in Boston as well, another title. So he's been a part of winning.
Oh, my goodness, what a play.
Oh, my.
You got to have guts and hops to pull off a dunk like that. Randall got a lot of both.
Here's Anthony, and he banks in the layup. Anthony's got his second basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Pass to Cousins. Tries again. And Cousins throws it down.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
And Randall's never been one to back down from physical play inside. And he's not going to start now.
The Hornets shooting their first free throws of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And RJ, you played 7 seasons in a Nets uniform, the most with any of your teams.
Yeah, it was a great way to start my career consistently in the playoff picture. It was really the most sustained success that the franchise has lived.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And here's Charlotte. Edwards looking it over. Pass to Klingon. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And it's the Hornets with the ball. They trail by 1. Inside. Here's Ariza. And Ariza with the stuff.
A rangy 6'8", Ariza finishing with force.
Pass to Anthony. To the paint. Here's Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Here is Edwards. Pass to Klingon. Okongwu grabs the board. And here are the Nets. And here is Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Yeah, the dynamic finish by Cousins. Not a freak athlete, but he's a gamer for sure.
Over to the wing. Three-pointer, Randall. Offensive rebound. Thompson, left side. And it's Thompson with the jam.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Now Cousins. He has 6. Pass to Henderson. Nets passing it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one's good, Anthony. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. It's a 3-point game. They set the screen. It's on target from the high post.
Man, that's what they're looking for from Edwards. Scoring from all areas of the court, even mid-range, keeps the defense honest. Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? He takes it in. Carmelo throws it down.
Wow.
just wow. I mean, Anthony letting that creativity shine through on that finish.
Outside Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And so Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And the Nets making a change here. Brooklyn leading by 3. Screen by Cousins. The drive by Anthony. Caruso, no good. Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
Anthony on the double team. Angle from outside. And stolen by Caruso. Out to the wing. Down low. Hornets with the rebound. It's Edwards on the wing. Thompson in the corner. And the rejection by Cousins.
And at nearly 7 feet tall, Cousins is a legitimate shot-blocking threat, using that reach to deter shots.
And the shot goes in. Anthony's got 12 points in the game.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And Klingon has it in the corner. Back to Ariza. But 3. Charlotte no good that time either. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Cousins with it. 6 points for him. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. And it's a 7-point Brooklyn lead.
Scoring at an efficient clip tonight. Melo in that zone.
Klingon.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Carmelo Anthony getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Right. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
Oh, man, their mid-range jumper also has been on fire. Tough to beat a group of guys shooting with that much confidence.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Nets leading by 5. And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top 4 generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow. If we're talking traditional point guards, I got to go Magic. Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
Out to Kuzma. Jacks up a 3. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Kuzma's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Henderson attacking. And then Henderson with the dunk.
That's a good example of Henderson's strength and determination.
The Nets shooting their first free throw of the evening.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And the Hornets playoff drought continuing. Greg, their last postseason appearance, 2016.
Yeah, the rebuild grinds on, and last season their worst record in over a decade. We're hoping these new additions can help.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, Zion Williamson is one of the most gifted athletes this game has ever seen, but now he's taken his commitment to conditioning to another level. He said, I definitely see the difference. I'm feeling like I don't exert as much energy to get to a certain speed. My movements are swifter. Back to you guys.
A scary thought. Okay, Allie, thanks. Dinwiddie outside. And it's the Hornets another three.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Here's Henderson. The dunk in. And the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Spencer Dinwiddie. And in a little over a decade, the Nets, GA, having to rebuild from the ashes of 2 super team iterations.
The short time span between shows how quickly they can turn things around. And with a treasure trove of picks in the coming years, they look to climb that mountain once again.
And the shot goes in.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
On the wing, Dinwiddie misses the 3. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the Nets. 6-point lead. Here's Henderson. And then Henderson with the jam.
And Henderson doesn't need any extra motivation to head straight for the rim.
Dinwiddie left side. Wood comes with the double team. With the teardrop. It's hauled in by Wood. Nets leading by 8. With the crossover. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. So here's Charlotte to end the run. Reeves drives in.
Once he gets some momentum, Reeves is going right to that hoop.
It's the Nets now. Mr. Williamson. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Reeves outside. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Pocket 6. A beautiful reverse layup. Dinwiddie's got 10.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Anderson looking it over. Hornets with the rebound.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Reeves right side. Pass to Kuminga. Count it, good. Now just a 4-point Brooklyn lead.
Brute force on that interior. Jonathan Kuminga, let's just say he's a special athlete, folks.
Back to Henderson. Now here's Williamson. Off with the layup. And a timeout called by Charles Lee. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Hornets trailed by 4. And here's Thompson. Pass to Edwards. Shoots the 3. Charlotte no good that time either.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Anthony can't hit. 1:25 left to play here in the second quarter. Here is Edwards. Pass to Randall. All alone. Nice jump shot. Good. Randall's got 7.
And you don't see that kind of quickness from your bigs very often. Randall with great hands there.
And that one's good, Anthony.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
And there's the foul. We're going Alex Caruso. That's his first foul. 52 seconds left to play in the first half. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Anthony with it. Now defended by Randall. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Edwards, good.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Outside Edwards. Shoots over Caruso. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Nets lead by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. So, RJ, last season, the Nets making a pair of in-season trades to add future assets.
Dealing Dorian Finney-Smith to the Lakers, Dennis Schroeder to the Golden State Warriors. Brooklyn got back a bunch of second-round picks. Smart moves as they continue to build.
For 3, Edwards. And it's the Hornets, another 3.
And that was a confident shot. Love when Edwards just rises up and fires off the dribble.
Pass to Cousins. From past the arc. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Cousins has got 9.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And then Cousins with the dunk.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Randall. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
And we've seen Randall add a three-point shot. However, this is the area of the court he's most comfortable, that mid-range.
They get the rebound. Back to Anthony. Pass to Okongwu. Another shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He goes on Donovan Clingan.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Caruso. It's Edwards on the wing. He's got 10.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Now Cousins. The three from Anthony. And Clingan pulls it down. Hornets trail by 4. Outside Edwards. Six to shoot. Pass to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. The Hornets are trying to create a winning environment. Coach Charles Lee said, quote, "We know this is a young team, so I want culture enhancers to help us build with their hard work and creativity. Having that energy coming into the building every day is the most important thing." Kevin, back to you.
Looking to set the standard. Allie, we thank you very much. And Richard, you were telling me before the game, you're a big fan of Amen Thompson.
Oh, man, he is an elite defender who can guard multiple positions. One of the top athletes in the league, and he's just such an instinctive playmaker.
Here's Anthony.
Oh, my gracious, way to get up.
And when he drives it, Melo does such a great job of using his frame to shield off the defender.
You try to get spicy and totally whiffed, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least about a week.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to...
What a sweet jam by Edwards.
Oh, my. What a huge flush by Edwards, showing off right now.
Anthony left side. Doubled by Clingan. Here's Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Poked away. Caruso with the steal. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And Caruso's athleticism just jumps out to you, especially when he's up there finishing.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Hornets. They trail by 9 points. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Offline with his 3. Nice lead and looking confident.
And they've got a chance to push it to double digits.
Here's Williamson. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Dinwiddie wide open. From outside, off the mark. Brooklyn leading by 9. The 3 from Anthony. That shot off the mark. The Hornets on offense. And there's the foul. We're going Alex Caruso. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Reeves. Over Christie. Off the mark with the little step back Johnny. Here's Williamson driving the lane.
Yeah, and quick and shifty there off the bounce. Fluid with that shot motion as well. Williamson continues to impress.
Kuzma outside. Just 5 on the clock. The putback kicks it out to Dinwiddie. This one for 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. 32 seconds left in the third. Pass to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
What a move. Few do it as well as Zion Williamson.
Dinwiddie with it. 10 points for him. To stop the drought. No good that time. And so Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
Everyone, I needed to get loud in here for you.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Brooklyn ahead. They lead by 13. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Over to the left wing. Reeves outside. There's the screen from outside the arc. Christian Wood grabs the rebound. That's leading by 13. Williamson in the post. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
Dinwiddie getting it done.
So it's Brooklyn now. For 3, Henderson. Dinwiddie with the rebound. And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, "We have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging." Guys?
Okay, Allie, thank you.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let it cook.
For 3, Henderson. The offensive rebound. Second chance shot. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Outside Edwards. Fires high post. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
On defense, Brooklyn. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Here's Edwards. Caruso grabs the miss. Nets leading by 9. Anthony on the wing. Back to Caruso. And that one is hammered home.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
Here's Anthony. Oh, and a jam by Anthony.
With a forward who can handle the ball like Anthony, it opens up so many options for your offense.
Knocks it loose. And stolen by Caruso. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Caruso with the steal. Back to Henderson. The tray. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. 17 points from Scoot Henderson.
A part of Henderson's game that's improving. Nice to see him build some confidence from behind the line.
And the basket by Edwards.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve. Explosive in every way. The quick first step, and then you see the hop.
Here's Edwards. A beautiful finish inside by Ant.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Henderson, no one around him. The quick look, no good that time. Edwards with it. Okongwu covering. Brooklyn leading by 13. Anthony looking it over. And there's the dunk.
And it doesn't get any easier for Carmelo. Love seeing him go up strong inside.
Outside Edwards. A 17-footer. It's off target. Outside Anthony. Launches it. Rebounded by Thompson.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from three, and he's pretty good from there.
Well, we all love teams going all in to win. But, Richard, some teams run that risk, and it does not work out.
But that's the risk. These windows are so small. If you believe that you have a chance to go all in, or if you have a 2-year window, it's okay to leverage the future in hopes of getting it done now.
Taking matters into his own hand.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Henderson fires. Misses the three. Hornets trailed by 14. Now Randall. And stolen by Okongwu. Caruso. Edwards with the rebound.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
And there's the foul. We'll go on Alex Caruso. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Here goes Edwards.
Yeah, nice defensive effort there by Cousins. He can be a two-way terror.
What a finesse finish on the way-in.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Nets.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Carmelo Anthony.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Here's Henderson. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. 6 on the shot clock. The 15-footer. Rebounded by Randall. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step.
K cash, shawty, I know what she wanna eat.